Hey everyone, welcome to today's reading. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'm just going to do a few more shuffles. We're going to do an aura reading. So we're going to tap into your aura, what the color, energy, vibe of it is, what is drawing people towards you, what you need to know about it, and of course the advice. So let's see. Okay. So we've got a lot of earthy energy here. We've got a lot of golds, greens coming out here. It's definitely giving off, of course, with that King of Pentacles, your aura is giving off a very grounded energy to people. So people may feel kind of like tethered to the ground and feel more anchored in when they're around you. And this is giving off an energy to people of what it feels like to be in harmony with your body, with yourself, with the world around you. So that may be what you're experiencing and why you're giving off this energy with your aura. You might be feeling more in your body than usual. Maybe you've been doing a lot of breath work, or you've been spending time in nature, or you've been taking better care of yourself or your health. But this is putting you in harmony with those around you, and just kind of at the risk of sounding very woo-woo here, but just very connected to the planet, to Mother Earth. Very in your body, very, very animated, very present. Okay. So let's see. What is your aura just naturally drawing people in? Why? What's beneath the surface here? What are you doing without even trying? What is this effortlessness about your aura? So this is about welcoming people in. There's something that you give off to people without even trying that gives this energy of like, I will welcome you in even if you are the least of these. If you are somebody that is, down bad and down on your luck, and maybe people that typically feel like they don't belong places, or would typically be either rejected by others, or people who would feel neglected or unnoticed or invisible by society, right? These types of people might feel drawn into your energy here. But I'm not getting it's because, it's interesting. It's not because you just take people in. Maybe you do, but I don't get the feeling of your energy takes people in like orphans or anything like that, but more that you give people a sense of hope. Maybe you're somebody that yourself has been down on your luck before and has experienced similar things, and people sense from you the way that you've been able to transmute this energy and create a lot of abundance for yourself. And besides that, besides abundance, an energy of somebody that just keeps getting back up and keeps going and keeps taking that higher vantage point and, getting the bird's eye view of things and getting a bigger picture and seeing how there is more. There's always, a way out, basically, right? There's always, see how in the Two of Wands, she's at a higher vantage point here. So she's not, feeling limited or stuck in, this little cove or this little bay. She can see the way out. She can see the channel or the little, stream or river or path that she has to take around to get to where she wants to go. Now, how do you actually make other people feel in your presence? What is the impression you leave on people? Wow. Well, you definitely give people with that Hangman a different perspective. And with the High Priestess, you naturally make people think deeper thoughts. Maybe you cause people to have more of like an esoteric view on things. You might, for some people in the most severe degree, cause people to have a bit of an existential crisis, but not in a bad way. But you make people think differently. Like once they've spent time in your energy, you cause people to question the meaning of life, and you cause people to ask themselves, why am I doing things this way? I think you help people get mentally unstuck, or at the very least, you cause people to become aware of where they have had mental blocks. Because truly the Hangman is the card of enlightenment. It's the card of seeing things from a different perspective. And then of course the High Priestess is the inner knowing. She's the most intuitive card of the deck. And so she taps into all of the subtle energies of the energetic realm without, having to, she says everything without speaking. She hears everything without even listening. So there's something that you do. You help kind of like attune people. You help people tune in when they're around you. So let's see, if there's someone specific that is drawn to your energy right now, perhaps there's someone specifically around you that is finds your energy very magnetic. Okay, Queen of Swords. You got someone that's very talkative around you, very chatty. They typically are the type of person that minds their own business and keeps to themselves. So maybe they're not somebody that is super outgoing, typically, and maybe not somebody that makes a lot of friends easily. This would be the type of person I would imagine at work. They're perfectly cordial and nice to people, but I get them as somebody that kind of keeps their head down and sticks to what they have to do. But with you, they're very chatty. With you, they're very honest. With you, they're very direct. So there's something they feel in your energy where they can be this way with you. They're comfortable to open up and talk to you. I feel them even surprising themselves sometimes, like how vocal they are. You strengthen this person's voice, and that's why they continue to come back to you and be drawn to you, because you make this person speak. It's more than just somebody coming out of their shell and out of their comfort zone. You're making this person talk. You're activating their vocal cords, their, I don't know, their throat chakra, perhaps, let's say. So let's see, what quality within your aura or your energy is being underused maybe, or underlooked or hidden to you? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it's your power to influence people. I'm coming back to the same theme that from the cards earlier. You're not realizing that the more you pour into yourself, the more that you invest in yourself and you work on your own things, even if it seems like you're kind of keeping to yourself and you're in some type of isolation, this is having some type of influence on the people around you socially. But what's interesting is it's very much like a ripple effect, right? Because it's not that I'm seeing that you have this wide effect, this wide reach with your aura. It's not that you're reaching so many people, but it's that you are reaching the people closest to you in a way that is so effective that those people are feeling your aura, your energy, are influenced by it. And then they go about their day and they are influencing others now with this energy. It's like you're transmuting energy in a way that's done, and like I said, almost kind of like a ripple effect that's happening here, and it's sort of sprawling outward from you, and it's this transference of energy from one person to the next. And again, it's a sense of the more you work on yourself, the more this happens without you even trying. But what specifically might be a little bit like underutilized with this energy here is it's almost like you need an apprentice of some sort. And maybe for some of you that's going to resonate as literal, like literally you need an apprentice. Literally you need, like, I don't know, like a personal assistant or somebody that you can mentor or coach. But it might be not so much, it might be in a way that's not so specific as that. It might be that you, if you have children or there's a child around you, nephew, niece, something like that, that you take somebody under your wing, or that you start teaching people and showing people more how to do things your way, that you have a certain way of doing things that's very efficient. And maybe you're just kind of used to keeping those little secrets to yourself, those little tips, those little hacks, those little life hacks to yourself. There's something about you sharing this with people. So how can you continue to amplify and radiate this energy, this aura? Two of Swords and the Chariot. I'm kind of getting like a wind-up toy. So there's something about you taking time to collect your energy, to, you know, as people say, raise your vibration, you know, these sort of things. And it's like you're winding up the toy, you're winding up the toy, you're winding up the toy. And then when you feel you're at that like capacity of full like charge almost, then you go out into the world and you kind of like, you know, let that little wind up toy go and kind of, you know, or you a wind up music box, right? And you let the music play. And that's what I'm kind of getting is going to help you with this, because it's not about trying to sustain this energy or this aura that you're giving off at some type of level of like permanence, because that's just like not possible. It's not realistic. So there's something about you remembering the importance of like the the charge and the recharge of your energy, And that when you start feeling like this inner energy source of yours is dimming a little bit, that you take that time to recharge your batteries before you kind of, reconnect with society and continue to sort of like shine your light. So anyways, that wraps up your aura reading for today. I hope you guys resonated with this and found it helpful and enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next one.